Hello and welcome. This is the new format that we're trying to implement. Basically, we just want to check how good you guys really understand our application, or maybe we can help with something and clear something up. We will wait a couple of minutes more for others. Maybe someone else would like to join. Right now, guys, uh, please tell me on what stage you are. How long ago did you install a rep? Did you already create your products? Whether you just install it and you are and you want me to explain the functionality like from the scratch from the very beginning.
I'll just jump in. My use case for us, we are a trailer dealership. So utility trailers, car haulers, enclosed trailers. And for our website, we're looking to have the option to be able to, for a customer to do a build your own trailer. So we have about 20 different manufacturers, all at different levels of ability to customize like a trailer. So if you think of a trailer that might carry around like a race car or something, they may have the option to like have it red on the outside or blue or green. It may be a single axle. It might be a dual axle trailer. It may have a variety of different accessories like toolboxes or ladder racks on the top. So we envision utilizing the custom product builder as a way in which that we can have those as add-on options for specific pricing. So somebody could build their own online, provide a deposit for us, and then our salesperson would follow up with them after they've provided the deposit just to confirm all the order details before we would send out the order to the manufacturer of the trailer to build that specific trailer for that customer. So I looked at the demo that you have on your product page for your for the casket company, build your own basket. So that was the one that that seemed to be the closest one that I could relate to in what we're doing. So I'm just demoing Shopify right now and trying to investigate the variety of different apps that could be complementary to our specific use case.
All right.
That's me.
Okay. Thank you. Michael, we can hear you. It sometimes helps to rejoin the call. I'm not sure why, but if you hang up, there will be a button rejoin. It might help Mike to work again. We will wait for you, no problem. Welcome back. Now microphone is showing that it's off. If you try to activate it, it might work. No, I'm afraid we can hear you. Is this only me? Maybe someone else can hear?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay. Let me try my advice then. Sorry. I'm afraid no. Ilya, do you hear Michael? No, sorry, I can't hear you. Ilya, can you hear me? All right, my colleague doesn't hear me. Okay, in this case, Michael, you have on the right at the bottom there is a chat, and if you have any questions, you can add them there. All right, 2 weeks. Question for the formats. Okay, we will discuss it. And also, if you need front end help with the CSS, I would suggest setting up a separate call. I will send you a link after the call, or by the end of the call, maybe everything will be clear for you. So the structure of the call will be, I will just show the basics, show the difference between payment plans, and after that, you can ask your questions. I think it will not take too much time. At least I hope one more person join us. Hello. Okay. We don't get controllers. Oh, yeah, this is. Hello, Ashley. Company does with again controllers. We usually have the customers to play their customers to create their own custom controllers on our website. Okay, Ashley, do you use it for long term, or you only started working with this? With the, oh, sorry, what? Company only since October, so I'm not sure how long. Okay. Okay. All right, I will share my screen in a minute. Everyone sees it? Okay. Also, there is a hand button that you can use to grab my attention when I will be sharing the screen, because I won't see the chat and I won't see your reaction. All right. So custom product builder currently on market for 5 years. We have around 2,000 of stores on Shopify and Magento. Our priority platform is Shopify. Magento version, it's very, I would say, very basic, and the platform itself is not so friendly. All right, so this is the admin panel for those who are doesn't know it. This is the admin panel for our application. The way our application works, it creates a customizable product instead of not adding it to the already existing products in your store. So not to be confused. It's also possible, but I'm in general, we're suggesting to create a new product. This is how it works. On the right, there is a button Create New. In this field, you just put basic information, title, description, base price. All this information will be carried to the products section. So once since our application creates a full new product, you will find it there. I will use just the images that I'm working on right now. New product was created. We can, by clicking the product, we can see it in the inventory of the Shopify. Our products are recognized by this custom type. So basically, our application will only run on the front end if the product has CPB product type. Regarding this part, the interface of the admin panel. So left side is the live preview. So all the changes, all the additional options that you added, they will appear in here. On the right side, we have steps and layers. Steps are text inputs, buttons, thumbnails, colored thumbnails, uploads. So basically everything that customer can interact with. And layers, if for those who are familiar with the Photoshop, it would make more sense. So everything in the live preview can be layered. For example, you have a product with the elements that are colorized separately, and you can this layer. In the Photoshop, it would be a layered image. So in here, it's also a layered image. So one layer would work for one part that is colorized, and the second one for the second part. Okay, to create a first option, we need to use this button, Add First Custom Option. Our application has a lot of functionality, and none of it, not all of it, is required all the time. So please don't get lost in it, don't get scared. Basic things that you just need to put in the title. I'm building a random product, so I'll just put first option. Description is probably not required. HTML part is only for those who working with the CSS on their own. They will understand what to do with this. The first important part is custom option type. On the left side, we have types of option. On the right side, we have the way they are displayed. Single choice means that in this option, if you scroll a bit lower, we will have a list of choices. So if it will be, since we're working with the balloon, if it will be the different colors of this balloon, the different color for this balloon, customer will be able to select just one of those colors, and this means that this is single choice. Multiple choice is when the customer is available to select several options, several choices in this option. Those are just the way are displayed. Text buttons, radio buttons. For radio buttons, there is a trick. It's always necessary to have a default selection in it. Image thumbnails, color thumbnails, and dropdowns. Color thumbnails are mostly used for recolorization on the fly. We will get to it. Further, multiple choices explained when the customer can select several choices. For example, it's some add-on to your product that customer can select both add-ons, for example. They also can be image thumbnails, color thumbnails, etc. Input fields, it's text area, quantities. Font selector is used for the custom text only. You can create a font family option, font size option that will affect the text on the live preview, file upload for receiving the uploaded files from your customers. They will end up in your final order as the link to this file. Date and time picker, pretty much self-explanatory. Those are more advanced. I don't want to waste time discussing all of them, but one of you guys mentioned deposit percentage. We have such option. So if I remember correctly, it's not super popular, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, but if you reach out to me after the call, I can look up. But if I remember correctly, it works this way. You preset a price, and in this price field, this works as the percentage that will be charged from the customer. So right now, if I set it as 15, customer will pay only 15% of the whole final price. Okay. Okay, I will get to it a bit later. Right now, I will just create a single choice with just 3 options, no names. When I'm saving the product, all this information is saved on our server, and we can preview it on the front end. This is our application on the front end. It's a default layout that can be customized with the custom CSS or JS or anything. If you don't have a front-end developer in your team, you can hire our developers. We provide 1 hour free of charge, which is enough to like change fonts, change some colors of buttons, nothing crazy. But if you want to full setup of the page, there will be additional costs. So I believe most of you saw our demos page, and you can understand how much it can be customized. So basically, anything can be achieved, any result can be achieved with the code, with additional code. So this is the example of the product for the first payment plan, which is $7.99. It doesn't contain any additional. The main difference of the $7.99 payment plan, it doesn't really have live preview. This image is static. It's just it's from the from media, and any selections doesn't change the live preview. This is how this payment plan works. This is why it is so cheap. The second payment plan already contains the live preview, how it works. So I created these choices, those from the customer can select. And if we click here, no image, we can upload here the image for the front end. It says front view. We have up to 6 views, so you can represent your product from different angles. And if I upload an image in here, save custom option, save product. Now live preview is changing. This is how the payment plan for $15 would look like. The $40 plan main difference is custom layers. So as I explained earlier, everything is layered in here, because right now, if you can see, I'm selecting this option and it appears it's overlaying the base one. This is happening because the base image is uploaded as the background image, and this option is here. So it's over it and it's overlapping. If we remove this, it will disappear. So the selling feature of $40 plan is custom layers. Once we create a custom layer, here it is, here it appears. We can represent custom images, uploaded images, custom text. We can recolorize the image on the front end. We can add texture to this image on the front end. So yeah, basically this stuff. If you want, for example, if you have your product in several different colors and you don't have the images of all of them, you can use this feature to recolorize them on the fly in our application or add texture to it on the fly as well. Let me show you an example. Just one. Layers have 4 types. It's image, it says here, recoloring and patterns. So this is used for recolorization or adding patterns to the images. Image area, which is used to represent element in a specific area, this purple area, basically where the element will be represented. This is handy for the file uploads and for some other cases, I would say, like custom bracelets, etc., with the charms, etc. Simple text, just text that it has a lot of settings, but we'll get back to it a bit later. And the curved text. Those are just 2 types of text with slightly different functionality. What I want to do right now is to show you recolorization. To do this, we need first of all have option from where the color will be picked up. It should be color thumbnail single choice option. You can see that here, instead of no image box, there is this white circle where we can select the color either from the pre-selected variants, or we can pick it up on the color picker on ourselves, or we can put in hex or RGB, whatever works for us. I'll just create 3 of them so we can check it. Save custom option. We will need this image recoloring type. And now we need to go to the settings and select image that will be recolored. Next, we need to connect. So this is how it works generally for all the custom layers. All the custom options need to be connected to the layer. So right now we will select colorize from color thumbnail custom option. We will select this option that I created, choose color, and we also can select one of the 4 blend modes and adjust blend strengths as we need it. Also, fill pattern image is in here. I will show it in a second. So right now, this image that I uploaded is recoloring from the color picker that I created. Next thing, I wanted to show you how it works with the patterns. Fill pattern image, default pattern image, apply pattern, first option. And I think it should work like this. Yeah, it looks weird, to be honest, but this is just the options that I created. Let me show you a bit. Let me build a bit better example, like this texture of gold. Save custom option. Now the form that I uploaded in the layer, this one, it picks up the whole texture and shows up again. It handy when you have a lot of different colors or textures of your products, but you don't have a chance to upload images or create images for them. You can just use the texture and our application will do it on the fly. Custom text, it works in the same way. First, we need to create an option, put your text, where customer will input their text. The choice is already created. If we press this edit icon in here, we can preset minimal length and maximum length. We can count characters. We can charge per character, so each letter will have its own cost. And to represent it on the front end, we need to use simple text. And as I explained, connect it to existing option. So we're selecting a step. Our first step doesn't have any title, so it shows up as a blank line. Then we select an option saying put your text, which is the name that I preset, and the choice, which is basically this input field. Apply. It's very small, sorry. Go here, text settings, font size. If we set it to be bigger, we can place it anywhere. Here we go. I can't write hello world because too much character. All right. Too many characters. What else is included is printable area. Printable area is also works with this payment plan. A lot of our customers are looking for drag and drop functionality, and currently we're working on it. It already can be used, but I would say it's a bit raw. But most of the you can use it, but there are some issues with this. The smaller issues, more like layout issues, I would say, not functionality-wise. So we, in the option, we pre-select the area where the customer will be able to add text, add custom image, and drag it around the area. So if I click on it, add text and add image will appear. And I can place this text anywhere as the customer. Or I can upload image. Here is upload field. And drag it around as well. Okay, this is all I think. Let's save the product and show it to the front end. Yeah, on the front end, it works in the same way. So your customer will edit it, and you will receive what they built. Okay, and for the Pro plan, the salient feature is inventory. This is how we work with the inventory. I will turn it on to show you. I have creation field. This is bad. Okay, bundle builder will work too. So we have two types of inventory tracking. First one is a bundle builder mode, and it's included in a $15 plan, but it works in a bit specific way. Basically, what it does, it just grabs the product from your inventory by the SKU code, depending on the SKU code, and drags it to the cart. So, for example, if your product consists of several options, customer in the cart customer will not see the full customizable product. They will see separate product. Each by the SKU, there will be a separate product, one SKU, one product. I hope it makes sense. And the inventory mode, which for some reason doesn't work right now on our test store, and check on it later, but it tracks inventory. So the same way you connect the SKU to options, but it will subtract it and pull in the cart just one customizable product. So this product, once you place it in the cart, it will be a one product. Okay, when I activated the bundle builder mode, we can now see the SKU field where we can place the SKU. Here is the connection icon. Once I press it, it checks if there is such SKU in our Shopify inventory, and it connects to it. So right now it's connected to the copy of test title, default title. Makes sense. If that will be incorrect SKU, it will show like this: no product found according to the entered SKU. So how we suggest to track inventory? We suggest to set up a separate product where all the SKUs, all the stocks are stored, and connecting it to your customizable product. This, we call it a parent product. This parent product can be drafted. It will still track inventory. And it will not show up on your front end. It won't be an issue for it. So yeah, I think that's it regarding the payment plans. Yeah, I think so. I will stop presenting for a minute. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this was the very, very basic presentation. Okay, Michael left us. I will have to ask what's wrong. Basic functions of our application. If anyone have any questions, please turn on your mic and ask, or type in the chat. Yes, Mimi, please.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Awesome. Okay. My name is Mimi. I'm with Brett Lauren Jewelry. We're creating a custom charm bracelet. We have the Pro plan and we're working with the layers. We're struggling a little bit with the clipping along the path and trying to kind of understand how it works. With the interactive image part.
Yes.
You can go in and you can kind of like crop the image or select a part of the image to display if a certain position is chosen.
Yeah.
I just seem to kind of like every time I do a different layer, it's sort of inconsistent. So, I
think I have access to Brett Lauren's store. Do you mind if I?
It's not that we're opening a new shop, so it's actually a new shop. So it's a completely new jewelry shop. So we're putting we're putting charms in. It's at different angles. So in my image, depending on what the user chooses, part of that image is going to show and the other part is not going to show based on the cropping or the clipping along the path. But I'm kind of having just kind of playing around with the clipping and quite not really consistently doing it. So is there a way you could just show quickly how you do it?
Okay, to be honest, I don't understand how it should work. Okay, I will try to build a product if I understand you correctly, and you will let me know on which step you have difficulties. Okay.
Maybe I can rephrase the question. Say you have an image, and in that one image is a composite of three different lightning bolts, and the lightning bolts are angled differently. And based on what their user chooses, you want to show only one of the lightning bolts. And so I make a layer, and then I want to just crop it to that specific lightning bolt at that angle. So trying to crop out or trying to clip to focus on that one angle is kind of, I've been inconsistent with that.
Okay, let me share my screen. I will just build a simple example. You will tell me what is the issue. Let me know when you see the screen.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
So you're creating a new layer. Am I correct to assume that you're creating a layer? Sorry, a new
Yeah.
layer image area type, right?
Yep, that's it.
You're placing it somewhere on your bracelet, right?
Yeah, yep.
And for example, I will just connect it to display image from custom option. Give me a second. Doesn't find any option that it can use. This one, display gallery. First option, for example. Okay, apply. And it appears in this area, right?
Yes.
And what is, okay, what
No.
is wrong?
Okay, so okay, let's stick with the 7. So the 7 is upright, but what if I in my image? You know how you can
you need to rotate it?
Yes.
This is this is a very good question, because this is a tricky thing. I didn't even okay. It's basically, we don't have a straight up function to rotate it inside, but there is a trick. Okay, in this layer you activated everything correct, and
Correct.
you can upload an image in here, and this panel will appear, and you can rotate it.
Oh, got it. Okay, I missed that.
It's not on the documentation. It should be.
Oh, this is amazing. Thank you. No, this is
No problem.
oh my God.
Now I understand. So you are, you like, your product is laying, and you need to show it in the correct. Yes.
Right. Yes. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
I swear someday I will write an article about this bracelet products, because it's quite popular, and I will put it in there, this trick with the rotation. Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, but thank you very much. That was really helpful. Appreciate it.
No problem at all. Okay, if anyone else has any other questions, please. Okay, Simon, is everything okay? Did you see everything that you wanted to ask about?
Yeah, that was good. That was helpful today. I think, like I said, I'm just kind of gathering some information at this point. I think I'll keep the conversation going with you, and we might like, do you guys provide like work, like where you guys can do the work instead of us, and we can pay?
Of course. First of all, we provide a free demo. If you provide all the specification, the description of your product, we can just build a simple demo with simple options, so you can refer to it and build the further product. If you want us to set up fully for you, it's also possible, but we will need all the information about the product. All the images are provided by the site. We just set it up. It's possible. The estimation will depend on the difficulty of the product.
Yeah. We have about 20 different trailer manufacturers that provide us with inventory, but they're all at different levels of sophistication with the available imagery. So like showing, like I said, like a car enclosed trailer, they have a picture of that, but they don't necessarily have the exact same picture with the ladder rack on top of it.
Okay.
Right. So it's not necessarily like it's gonna be a live visualizer of the product necessarily. It's more about putting together the options.
In this case, like if you need to add a ladder image, you can either hire a designer, or as I showed on the product that we built, we can place this artwork where the ladder will be and place it over the product. So it's kind of on it, but it will not be like as good as if the designer.
Understood.
So, But yeah, you can just leave it with no live preview.
Mhm.
It's also an option. I mean, it's always better to show, but not always it's possible.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so you have my email. So in case you are wanted to proceed with the product setup, you can just contact me. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Brenda, Ashley, Pale Thomas. Pale Thomas, hi.
How you doing, Vlad?
Great, great. Thank
Good.
you. This review that you left for us like 2 years ago, our owner of our company is still crying over it. Because it's so good.
Vlad, this would not have been possible without you. I was going to say something when Mimi was talking about it. I didn't want to interrupt her. I use a third party layering application because I have literally hundreds of options for these products. And so I need things to stack up, so I upload images that are already layered.
Okay.
In a third party program. And I have more than 1,000 of them to upload here in the next few days. I've been naming and rendering them the last couple of days. The only real question I have, and thanks for noticing the review, but I like I said, this would be absolutely impossible without this program. There is no way I could present products that have hundreds or thousands of options without the ability to layer them, and it would be impossible. There's no other way to do it. And when I upload these, I'll get a hold of you, and you can go in there and look at how they're done, and you'll see them. But the only question I have is, we make custom motorcycle accessories for Indian Motorcycle, and the only real question I have is there's one requirement that they have that I don't want to have in the options list. They have to choose a year. And the reason they do is because the company used a lot of different shades of brown and, different types of black for different years.
Yeah, okay.
And the reason I don't want it in the options is because it makes it too difficult for them. It's just another a layer that I don't need to have there. So my question is there a way to let's see if I can word this simply. Is there a way to have them declare that the year and color and model of it up front so that it determines which images appear? In other words, I have some things that have background colors. They have like a fender in the picture or a gas, tank in the picture. And what I'd like to have them do is choose a certain year, certain color, certain model.
Yeah.
And then assign only the pictures that apply to that, the images.
Yeah, sure. Before they enter in the product page.
Yes.
Yeah, this is possible. Okay, it's quite complicated, but it's possible. I think we did similar things for the several.
I can get with you outside of here if you'd like to do that. We'll just
okay. I will contact you after the call if you don't mind about this, and I will also include our front-end developer in the dialogue to see what can we do.
Speaking of front ends, thanks for all the help with the CSS. I had to make your app look like my pages, and it does. I mean, it's seamless. And when I tell people that it's not, it's all trickery, it's all CSS trickery, they,
Can
they
I
can't.
ask you to join all our webinars so you will just tell how good our application is?
I'll tell you, I don't want to waste too much time on personal things, but my brother was a web developer, and the day we decided, it's because we ran across this product, and we're using Pagefly for other cosmetic things for the website. They're basically the only two programs we're using. And we had decided, because of Custom Product Builder, that it was possible for us to build this website with thousands of images of hundreds of products And unfortunately, the day we decided that was going to happen, my brother passed away.
Oh, my.
And this is why it's taken me 2 years to develop this. I'm not a web developer. I make custom products for motorcycles. And that was his job. And then I was left with having to develop all of this myself. So if it wasn't for you guys, this would not have been possible. And that's why I I think I said something silly in that review, like you could get twice as much a month for this than you should, because it absolutely saved my life. Took me 2 more years to develop it because I had to do thousands of layered drawings, but I've got them pretty much done, and I'm starting to render them. In the next few days, I'm going to be uploading them. Then you can really go in and see, it's a bit more complex than probably the average product. The average product has 2 or 3, but there was really no other way to present this product other than giving them the options. You can explain them to them all you want, but when they can click on something and it shows up. And the other, and maybe this comes down to people's competency, but the company itself, Indian Motorcycle, if you go on their website and look at some of their layered drawings, they need some more help. I mean, they're just not. I don't know what. I'm sure they have an entire department dedicated just to that, but I'm looking at it, thinking I wouldn't let that up on the website. And this is a multi-billion-dollar company, But
What's your website?
I'm rambling. It's actually on hold because I'm about to upload. It's chiefpalehorse.com.
Yeah.
But you'll need a password to get in because I'm about to upload a bunch of things. The basic layout that's on there right now, even if you could get in there, are basically placeholders. They're things that I've got, things that are set up so I can just plug all these images in. And eventually, I think, hopefully, and I don't want to speak for Vlad, but I think it'll be a good example of what this program's capable of, because it's literally thousands of choices of, and not that anybody wants to get into 2 years of graphics work 10 hours a day, but, if they did want to, the possibility is there to really present your product. And, I can't praise it enough, actually.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
I know I'm talking too much, Vlad.
Yeah, it's now your call. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll get
actually,
with you about the declaring the year and all that up front. And
yeah. We will maybe have a separate call about this with the front-end developer Igor, and yeah, we can definitely help you with this.
Oh, one more thing, Vlad, about the
No
functionality.
problem, Simon. Thank you for your time. Please contact me whenever you want.
The functionality, the fact that I can build this complicated things for me, but in the long run, it's much better. The fact that the program builds a SKU,
The SKU, you mean?
Yes, is another thing that saved me. I have to name every individual component, but it stitches it together for me where I can read it. I don't even have to have the image. I can read it and tell you what they ordered. They wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, that's also handy for some third-party inventory applications that are using the whole SKU, not the parts. Yeah. Okay. Ashley, maybe you have any questions? You're working with the controllers. Oh, I think they know their store. Okay, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. You can reach out to us by email on our support email and on my personal email, which is used for this call. So yeah, thank you for your time, everyone. I hope it was at least a bit helpful. Also, you can send any questions. Yeah. correct support with the team email. All right. Thank you for your time, guys. Have a nice week.